I've been divorced for 7 years, but you know I'm not done talking about it. Why? Because being divorced is like a state you never leave. Like, I'm always gonna have been divorced. And even though I had a relationship for many years after my divorce, I've never lived with anyone except my ex-husband. So as a divorced and now single again person, I've been reminded how important it is for you to feel safe and secure if you are a divorced single woman living alone. Before we get into it, make sure to like this channel, maybe subscribe if you haven't, and click the little bell icon for notifications of all my videos. Okay, let's get back to me talking more about being divorced. So what's my survival kit, as it were, for those of us who are divorced and living alone? You might think I'm gonna talk about all the awesome workouts I do, or maybe the meal program that I'm on. Maybe you think I'm gonna talk about yoga and meditation, or juice cleanses. Maybe you even think I'm gonna talk about God or religion. Nope, I'm not gonna tell you about any of those things. I'm gonna tell you about 3 very ordinary, boring, but significant items that you need to have in your life if you're living alone, especially if you used to live with someone. Before I get into what those 3 incredibly mundane and important things are, here's something you can do whether you live alone or not. Visit my new website. Yay! Wix and I have partnered to create a new website that is about, drumroll please, my favorite things. In case you don't know what Wix is an amazing free platform that allows you to build your own professional, beautiful website that does whatever you want it to do and whatever you need it to do. Videos, music, photo galleries, booking appointments, selling merchandise, anything. You can set it all up on Wix and it is really, really easy. I mean, if I can do it, anyone can. You just drag and drop anything you want. They have all of these amazing templates. You get unlimited pages and top grade hosting for free. They also have great premium plans, which can unlock all sorts of advanced features by upgrading. I'm very excited for you to visit my site when it's ready. I'm gonna have links to all my favorite books, my favorite music, my favorite videos. I'm very, very excited. Thank you, Wix. Go to wix.com/go/Mayim to get started on your own new website. Okay, back to the 3 things you need if you're living alone. Number 1, a toilet plunger. We need to talk about toilet plungers. We need to have a very serious conversation about toilet plungers. As a child, I lived in a house that we rented until I was 15 and my brother was 19. It was in Hollywood, and I'm just being honest, the house was not very nice. The landlord was not very attentive, and something was always broken, but that toilet was the number 1 offender. I have compassion for that toilet because 4 people using one toilet for about 15 years had to be very stressful. But I have many terrible memories of my father cursing copiously while plunging that stressed out toilet. When I lived alone in college and in graduate school, I don't know why, but I never needed a toilet plunger. Just never happened. Everything was fine. Once I got married, this is not to disparage my ex-husband, there were times when the toilet needed to be plunged. Maybe it was my fault. I don't know. If the toilet needed plunging, he was the one to do it. Problem solved. Once I got divorced, my sons and I moved into a house that was under construction for almost a year and a half, and the 3 of us were sharing one toilet. There came a day when that toilet that the 3 of us were sharing needed plunging. And God help me, I did not want to be the one to do it. But there was no one else to do it, so I did it. So ladies, make sure you have a good plunger on hand. So besides a plunger, what else do you need? Well, let's stay in the bathroom, shall we? If I had a nickel for every time Number 2. Sink unclogger thing. Makes a very satisfying sound when you do that. I never thought that much about sinks, ever. Like bathroom sinks, never really thought about them. Like, you wash your face, you brush your teeth. That's what the sink's there for. Water goes down, end of story. Well, apparently, sometimes bathroom sinks get clogged, especially in old houses that are almost 100 years old. Sometimes water stops going down the sink altogether. Now, you might suggest I call a plumber or have one of my people call the plumber. Truth be told, I'm really cheap. And I like to do things on my own if I can. And I also don't love all of the chemicals that plumbers and sometimes people recommend that you use in sinks that are clogged. My neighbor Mason turned me on to the sink unclogger thing tool, and it has changed my life. It is one of my divorce survival kit items. This has saved my life. What you do, it's got a little thing for your finger to go through. You stick this into the sink and you put it as far down as you can. You twist it, you shake it, and you pull it up, and it will be covered with what looks like bile from the demon that lives at the core of the earth. It is gnarly. It's black. Sometimes it's greenish. There's often hair involved. But you know what? When you're done with this baby, your sink will be unclogged. Problem solved. No chemicals, just this. Number 3. I know you can't wait. See what it is. It's a very strong step stool. Mine's upstairs. Not gonna show you. Strong step stool. True story, a strong, sturdy step stool is one of the most important things to have in your home if you're not terribly tall. I'm 5'4", and I cannot tell you how many things go wrong in this house that require me to be taller than 5 feet 4 inches. Now, this next point may offend the men out there who are 5'4", but generally speaking, men tend to be taller than women. And last time I checked, 5'4" is average for an American woman, but I need to be taller to do the things I need to do in my house when I'm alone, but I can't because I'm alone, so I have a strong step stool. You will need to change light bulbs. You will need to clear cobwebs. It will happen. You will need to replace the batteries in your smoke alarms. If you don't have a strong, sturdy ladder to do that, you will end up hitting it with a tall stick so that it stops beeping until you can figure out what neighbor can come over with a step stool. Step stool is also handy for getting your children's toys down from high places. Don't get a crummy step stool. Get a strong, sturdy one. You will thank me. Step stool. I do not love living alone, but the things that make it bearable, which I hope you will purchase, are a toilet plunger, a sink unclogger thing, and a strong, sturdy step stool. Let's all do this together. Yay for living alone. Thanks for watching. See you next time. And thank you again to Wix for my amazing new website, which I can't wait to share with you all.